What's up, everybody? This is Jay Wicker, Real Estate Aholics, man. And I got some phenomenal co-hosts with me today, man. Everybody, man, tell everybody what you do, man. Start with Jerell. What's up, Jerell?
What's up, man? What's up?
Tell about what you do, man, and all that good stuff.
My name is Jerell. I'm the investor's hard money lender. So if you got a loan or a property that you're trying to purchase that you are making any money off of, whether it's flipping or keeping it as a buy and hold, just give me a call. Got good rates for you guys, 100% financing with minimum qualifications, and then also have a 9100 for individuals that need a little bit more help or just getting started. So just give me a call anytime or send me an email right there at bpiquickloans@gmail.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go up top right corner. Jay Jones, what up, though?
What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We hear you.
Perfect, man. My name is Jaabecca Jones. I am a founder of Coach Credit Academy, where I coach people on how to start their own credit repair companies, and also just entrepreneurship as a whole, how to scale the entrepreneurship, and I also own a credit repair company as well.
Dope. Down at the bottom right corner, Maurice, what's up with you, brother? Talk to us.
What's up, fellas? My name is Maurice Waller. Here in Plano. I am a real estate agent here in Dallas. Been wholesaling for the last 10 plus years. You're silent assassin here, man.
yeah, absolutely. Me and Maurice have met up a few times, man, at the coffee shops and everything, man. So Maurice he's been doing this thing for years, man. So salute to you guys, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So how business is going for you guys, man? Let's talk a little bit about what you've been doing up to this week so far. Anything you guys closed this week so far, or that you want to talk about, or that you're working on?
For me, go ahead, boss. Go ahead.
I got a couple deals in the processing. Got some big ones. Got a big one. Got a medium sized one. Refinance. Got a 5 unit. So the property has 2 structures. One structure has 2 units, and the other has 3. It's zoned still single family, since it's common up there in Massachusetts to have property like that, where the multifamily has below 5 units in a single structure. So working through the processing on that. Good client. Going to be a clean closing, clean getaway.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yes,
up.
sir.
What about you guys?
I don't want to cut Maurice off, man. You want to go ahead?
Anybody jump right in when you get a moment. Just jump right in.
Obviously, my majority of my deals are new client. So obviously, my percentage of closing is a higher rate. So I'm always closing. I'm always getting new clients, obviously, right? You guys both know credit repair is not something people are lacking, right? everybody trying to get credit to this level. So that's the easy part. But I will say this though. I'm glad I'm on here because I keep saying that I need to jump into this game and stop playing. My brother, he's got a younger brother that's a monster in real estate and wholesaling, holding flips, all this, and he's been on me. He's been on me for years. Like, man, stop playing, you get into this game. And my answer is always, I'm not really having a passion for it, But I know I'm missing a lot of money on the table, and also a lot of service to a lot of people. I know a lot of my clients will probably prefer me working with them throughout the whole process, instead of doing the handoff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna definitely have to jump on stuff and stop playing in 2025 and jump in this real estate game for real.
But you killing it too, though. Every time I look around, man, you out there smoking too, bro.
I get the credit together. Then I have relationships with different mortgage lenders, real estate professionals, and then I tip them off, and then so that's where you get a lot of closes on my page. People who have been referred to me to get their credit to the next level. I get them to the next level to get approved. I shout them out. You know what I'm saying? So whether it be auto deals, whether it be residential from a conventional perspective, or from a creation type deal, whether it be hard money, lease option, whatever the deal. So I just try to get their score up to the level so they can get approved at the moment. But also, I do long-term education as well, though. So I don't just get them up. My thing is I want people to maintain their credit, or at least have the knowledge of how to maintain their credit. I can't control what you're going to do once I'm done with you, but I at least want you to have the information so that you know what to do how to do it, after I'm done with you. So
Absolutely. That's huge, man. The education piece to it.
yeah,
It's a major situation right there.
Yeah, my ears perked when he said he was a credit repair. I was like, okay, because a lot of people I meet, have credit deficiencies and trying to get the best loan to value, and interest rate, as low as possible. Comes with those things being in place, good or decent credit to get you, the cream of the crop of the loans. For you, just can't always just relax on how many deals you've done. You also need to keep that credit looking right.
Right. And then the income ratio. I got a lot of people that I got a client now that just got a $3,000 collection on their credit from LVMV.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows as soon as he gets that off, he's clear to close. Obviously, that's holding him up right now. $50,000 sitting down there. You know what I mean? So once we get that removed, then he's good to go. So it's just identifying. The challenge really when it comes to people is that you guys know this already. What's good, Fernando, boss man? Pleasure to meet you, fam.
What's up, Fern?
People, they come to you not when they should have in preparation. They come to you when they need you.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be having to respectfully check a lot of people. Like, listen, fam, I don't walk on water. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what I can do. Because here's the thing: in credit repair, a lot of times, you guys know this. Y'all may do to the game. There's a lot of false information, a lot of liars out there. There's a lot of people that touch anything to get your money. You know what I'm saying? We turn on IG right now, and I'm not knocking nobody in credit repair, but a lot of people turn on IG right now, and there's every day there's a new suite. You know what I'm saying? A new method. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff, and all those things work, but the challenge is that they don't work all the time. So what happens is you get a client that comes in like, "Hey man, I was on EG. I see so they say you can do a 7-day suite. Can you do that for me?" And I'm like, well, first of all, if you knew what the 7-day suite was, you probably wouldn't want me to do it for you. Since I know what it is, I respectfully decline that business. I tell them, you know what? No, I won't do it for you. I can do it. I know how to do it, but I'm not going to do it because I don't do suites. I do credit repair. And the reason why I separate myself from those people is because when the stuff comes back, they start receiving all types of information from the credit bureaus saying, hey, we got this request for this and that. There's some weird stuff being listed. Well, they come back to me like, fam, I didn't ask for that. And now I got to explain to you why I went through some weird method to get this stuff from the credit report that I really probably shouldn't have done. So my own ethics, I just stay away from it. If you come to me with I need something done in 10 days, I'm going to tell you, fam, how do I have to do this on IG?
Yeah. Before we go to Maurice real quick, Fernando, tell them a little bit about yourself, man, and what you do and all that good stuff. Company you run and everything.
Oh yeah, shit. Right now, real estate investment, man. Pretty much a lot of wholesaling, virtual wholesaling, and in Texas, and also the Georgia market. And I do both, man. I'm still working, man. So other than that, outside of real estate, man. Football coaching and pretty much that's it, man. Kids, business, and work. That's it, dog.
Absolutely, man. Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Maurice, jump on in there, Maurice. What you working on right now, bro?
Man, I had a couple of things fall out this week. I just had to terminate a contract yesterday on the lot. Just didn't pan out. Had a sub-2 offer. Accepted, then not accepted. Things are getting hit in the face a little bit. But so to be honest with you, I just jumped back on the horse, man. I took about 2-3 months off, bro. Like from October all the way up until now. I do this full time, but the last quarter of the year, man, I was just a little bit burnt out, and plus I'm transitioning into building, bro. So, hopefully I am lining all my ducks up to start building this year, man. Cookie cutter, man, no surprises, same blueprint depending on what area I'm in. But far as, just, wholesaling, the game don't change, still just out there, making offers, making calls, man, and seeing what could be make sense.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you, Jay? Let's talk about what you got.
Absolutely. So, but everybody that's tuned in right now, please like, share, and subscribe, man. So with me, I'm pretty much really focusing on the commercial multifamily. That's kind of where my bread and butter is at, man. So I'm really, because one of those deals can change your life. You know what I'm saying?
All you need is one.
All you need is one. You change your whole life. So, some of you probably know that I got out of wholesaling for a while, man. I kind of got burnt out with kind of everything, bro. I was ready to fried, man. I had like about probably 5 different podcasts going on at one time, man. You know what I'm saying? From stocks to all kind of stuff. And one day I was like, listen, I shut it down for a couple of years, man. So, but now my 100% focus is on multifamily, storage units and stuff like that. And I also have a notary business as well that I do. So I'm a mobile notary. So if you guys need something notarized, I'll do online notary as well. So let me know. If you got investment properties in Dallas, you need somebody to come out and get contracts signed for you, I can do that for you or whatever it takes, man. Just let me know. I can make this thing happen for you. All right? So, yeah. So, man, I'm out here trying to get it, man. But I know, it's, in this business that we're in, man, it's about who you know, right? You never know where your next deal is coming from. Just like Jerell just a moment ago said, to Jerell, to Jay, look, man, you need people who work on credit all the time, right? So they get that premium thing that he offered or whatever the case is, man. So this is about coming together, see how I can help you out and vice versa, man. So that's what it's all about, So
yeah, definitely, yeah,
absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys coming on, man. So with that being said, we got a couple questions, man. So if, we do this thing as popcorn, man. I'm gonna throw out a couple of things, man, and first person want to respond, please do. All right. Have you ever filed for an eviction on a property with a tenant? Have you guys ever done that before?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's not a fun process, man. Process you try to avoid at all costs. I ain't gonna say a lot. I was trying to creatively figure out a way to avoid that at all costs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You already know, man. It's a headache. You know what I mean?
Did you try to get cash for keys?
Cash for keys.
Yes. That is man, I'm talking about. The stuff I was doing probably wasn't the smartest thing. I mean, if I knew that the property was already appreciated anyway, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's cash for keys. I'm saying you already put the deposit, just walk away, you know what I'm saying? Don't harm no foul. That type of deal or whatever. But here in Milwaukee, it's such a process. I'm trying to be everywhere. But it's such a process, it is a process so much. I mean, to do it, especially here in Milwaukee, they be acting like they're gangster here. They're just, we just chilling, man. Come holler. They get to be on, so come take it. Now you gotta stop yourself from going to the old you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't start talking that, Jay, man.
You're on my property.
Hey, man. Hey, doing business in the Midwest, man, you gotta be on top of your game. I'm from Chicago.
Okay,
and I did. Long as I've been in real estate, I did one deal there, and I said, "Boy, never again." I'm talking about they try to hustle.
Yes,
I'm like, what are you like? I'm just like, can we just not do? I would say, what I usually say, but I don't like you know what I'm saying? Negro, I don't like to do Negro business. The other word. Like, keep it straight up and up because Texas was so smooth for me. I did one deal in Chicago, said, boy, once I got that done, I never revisited the market again, man. Cause them brothers try to hustle, man. Pee on your head and tell you it's raining.
That's right. There's so many different, and we're talking about pre-COVID. We ain't even gonna talk about post-COVID. How ugly that was, or during COVID. But pre-COVID, man, I had a property because I used to be in real estate. You know what I mean? And I had I was doing lease options at the time. So I was locking in. That's what I really want to get back into. That's my bread and butter, lease options. Yeah. But man, I had a property, nice big dumb hood mansion. You know what I'm saying? I call myself getting in somebody quick because they had the bread. You know what I'm saying? Some female single mom. You know what I'm saying? She said all the right things at first. Got her in. Another month after.
She missed the first month. First month is over. First month default.
After that, I literally had an excuse for everything. You know what I'm saying? I do the research. I find out this is her hustle.
This is what she do.
This is what she do. She get into places, but then she says that the place is that she finds something wrong with it. Goes to the city, says that this is a landlord that's on the BS. They halt the city. You don't got to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? She just what she do. I said, oh hell no. So at the time, it was this option. So I'm talking to the actual owner because I'm the one running it. You know what I'm saying? But it's in his name. I'm telling him like that.
It's nothing you really can explain. You can't really, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
From very niggerish terms. Those gonna be real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a couple options. You know what I'm saying? We can do it the right way. Or we can do this younger fan. We gonna say, let me stop. We on live. We supposed to be promoting positive. What I'm saying is,
hey, listen. Let's keep it real. You know, let's keep it real, bro. That's what we doing, man. You know. So let's keep it real.
What made me realize. I know buying homes, people kill them. But after that, I hired management companies. I was done. After that, every property I had, I hired a management company to manage it. And I couldn't do it. I honestly, I decided just to pay the little 2%. That's what had that part.
Yeah.
So about 2 weeks ago, we did a what they call them squatters. We did a squatter show.
Okay.
Man, you know it's a lot of people, man. That's their hustle, man.
Yeah.
Man, you mess around and go to Walmart, bro, and stay there for 4 hours. Somebody moved in your house, and it takes literally sometimes a year or so to get somebody at your home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a big deal in some places, man. It's a big deal. It's a big deal, yeah. Yeah, man.
Brother just had a situation literally with some squatters. He just told me about a week ago. Same situation. Yeah. But he handled it legally the right way, though.
Yeah.
But he did, in conjunction, he did have the people outside looking very intimidating just in case.
Yeah. In case it go down.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So check this out. Let's watch this quick video real quick here. So it's you know how to evict somebody the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we from the hood. We want to make sure we get it done the right way. So you know what I'm saying? So let me see how we gonna do this here. All right, hold on 1 second. Let me see here. Let me know if you guys can see this.
All right.
Let me know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right.
Evict a tenant. Take pains to remove a renter from your property legally, or you could find yourself on the wrong side of the law. You will need knowledge of your state laws, a valid eviction reason, documentation of wrongdoing, a written notice of eviction, a court order of eviction, and a posted eviction notice. Step 1. Contact your county clerk's office to check the laws governing eviction proceedings in your jurisdiction. If you are managing government-subsidized housing, follow the eviction rules established by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Step 2. Know the valid reasons for evicting a tenant, which include non-payment of rent, a violation of their lease, and creating a health or safety problem. Landlords do not need a reason to evict month-to-month tenants, and they can choose not to renew a tenant's lease without giving a reason. Step 3. Don't attempt to evict a tenant by force, or try to get them to leave by cutting off their heat or water, changing their locks, or tossing their possessions. These methods are all illegal. Step 4. Have your documentation in order, including a copy of the lease, written notices you have sent to the tenant concerning any problems, and any other proof of your claim, like bounced rent checks or photos of property damage. Step 5. Let the tenant know in writing that you are planning to evict them if they don't pay their rent or correct a violation by a certain date. How much time you must give them varies from state to state. If you are evicting a month-to-month tenant without cause, make sure you are giving the advance notice required by your state, which can be anywhere from 20 to 90 days. Step 6. If the tenant hasn't addressed the problem within the time frame cited, file an eviction notice with the local court. If the tenant doesn't respond within the time defined by the court, you win by default. If the tenant challenges the eviction, the case may go to a hearing. Step 7. If you win the case, a representative of the court, like a sheriff, marshal, or constable, will post a notice on the tenant's door, giving them a move-out date, at which time the tenant and their possessions will be forcibly removed from the premises by the court representative if they haven't vacated on their own. Step 8. If the tenant wins, you will have to let them stay and pay their costs of fighting the eviction in most cases. So be sure to follow the letter of the law before starting proceedings. Did you know the number of...
That's crazy, man. So let me put the disclaimer out there. So, forcible taking your property back with the North Texas, I'm thinking about the company I'm actually working for, what's called Mid-City Network, has nothing to do with that. This is entertainment purposes only. And everybody on here is all entertainment purposes only, right? So,
yep.
Right.
So, but let's think about it, man. You, like you said, man, come from where we come from, man. You can't be in nobody home not paying them no rent, man. It can get really violent, really quick, right? But we still want to make sure that we're following the laws, right? And then what goes on in more, Maurice's case, Chicago is a little bit different. What's going on in Texas? You know what I'm saying? On how you go about doing it. It's
Yeah,
important to
definitely
learn the
Georgia.
laws and then follow it accordingly. What you say? What you say, Jay?
Yeah, I said definitely here in Georgia too. So you definitely just want to just go by what the applicable rules for your state is, and don't want to show up. You don't want to pop up. That's all, because it's not going to end friendly unless they talking about just have like my boy Mr. Jones said, get you a management company if you can, because
man.
it takes all that emotion out of it.
Pay that 10%, man, to sit back.
Yeah.
Let them go to court for you and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's see, valid reasons, guys. What's a valid reason, man? What's a valid reason you guys think?
Me not getting that email. Getting that email saying there's a deposit made.
That's definitely a valid reason. So what's a valid reason other than that, though?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had, I think also it's important to realize the difference between evicting somebody and not renewing their lease too. I've had somebody, 20 years ago, I was staying, me and my brother were staying together, and they told me I had to go because they smelled, my brother was a smoker, not cigarettes. And they were like, we don't like that. We don't like that in the neighborhood. They never caught them. They never seen them. But because they assume, because we're black, and at night people come by, they assume that the smoke must be coming from our house. Yeah. And so we had to go. And it was non-negotiable. So, I mean, did I do the science to see if it was 100% valid? No. But knowing what I know now, believe it or not, it is valid. You know what I'm saying? So the reasoning is really definitely more so catered towards the landlord than it is for the tenant. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, at least here in Milwaukee. I think that if the landlord comes up with enough valid reason, what I've seen, it's very rare here in Milwaukee that the tenant can fight it and win. You know what I'm saying? And say, we're keeping it.
So they support owners rather than tenants.
Owner discretion, and obviously how the lease is written up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you want the lease up airtight, I mean, anything short of doing what I told you should do, you know what I'm saying, is a reason. You know what I mean? So, any violation.
You're in default.
Yeah, you're right. If I say here, listen, I'm sure you've seen it where there's no guests. You know what I'm saying? No excessive guests. Nobody spending the night. These are all real legit things you can put in your lease. For a grown person can sign a lease that's paying rent that says I can't have too many people spend the night too many times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, but it's in the lease. So if somebody sees that and they think that reasonably that you know how it is when you dating a female back in the day and she get a crib and you slide in that joker, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you ain't on the lease. That's the reason people don't realize you put her at risk and the kids at risk and they got kids. There's all different reasons, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes people just don't think about that. And they put themselves, their families, a lot of people at risk trying to dance around rules. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I agree with all of them, but if it's in the paperwork, man, when you sign the paperwork,
you held to it.
Right. If you read the paperwork,
if you read it, happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's that. I sit there, and my wife, even if I read it, she don't trust my reading. She gonna read it. You see that?
I think it's beneficial though when you rent out a property to somebody, man, to sit down and kind of go over it with them, man. It's a lot of highlights, a lot of stuff you got highlighted, man. So look, this is what this is saying, and this will here. Y'all read this, so everybody kind of know what's going on. So that way, the more you do up front, the easier it is on the back end, man.
Exactly.
My experience, man.
And then with digital services like Sign It Now and DocuSign, you can highlight that joker and put a check mark there and initial. Did you see that?
Yeah.
No dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can't get past this joker until you acknowledge that you see. Now, do people go through and just check it? Yeah, they do. But it's still just another way to kind of streamline the did you see it?
Yeah.
You got to go to landlord friendly states. Buy your rentals if you're on the other side.
Definitely.
But like I said, even with you, Jones, you said for the subject too, man, that could really put you in a situation.
What's that?
You talk about as far as a subject to deal.
Lease
it's not whatever the case, it can put you in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying?
Well, deals written up. I ain't gonna lie. Because I see in the earlier stages when I was doing lease options, I put myself in a lot of bad situations.
That was just business. I thought, you know what I'm saying? That just was business to me.
I was trying to close deals. You know, I was trying to close deals. Just say, hey, man, listen, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, got you. You know what I'm saying? I started realizing that I was putting myself, I was new. So I was okay with learning and going through the learning curve. But I started realizing that I was leveraging, I was taking away my rights, and I was putting too much pressure on me, the company. You know what I'm saying? So at the beginning, when I would do these options, I would say, you know, I'm gonna give you a fast forward version. But I would say to the owner, you know, basically, give me the property. I'm gonna put a renter in that joker. We're gonna sell it, and you're gonna make a profit. And during that time frame, I'm gonna take care of everything. That's what I used to tell them, basically. So you can imagine how people was like, well, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You gonna take care of everything? Bet. I started realizing how stupid that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking care of everything. I don't own the house. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm already giving you. I'm giving you two things already. I'm giving you. You're gonna make a profit once I sell it, and then if I'm really feeling good, I'm doing a sandwich. You're gonna make a little bit of money every month anyway. So what I started to do was I started to say, okay, well, which is the most? I'm going on a tangent, so if I'm talking too much, please stop me because I know I can talk. Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I realized is that, you know, I had, for me at least, it's not for everybody. When I coach this, I say I had to make a decision. What's more important to me? Is it the long-term close, that's locked in regardless, no matter who I'm doing this with. Long-term close is happening. That's not negotiable. But in the interim, is it important for me to get that little monthly, or do I just want to close deal to deal, making a lump sum? So I decided I didn't want the monthly. In exchange for the monthly that I'm going to defer to you, the difference between, you know, whatever that profit margin, I'm going to get that to the owner. In exchange, you're going to have to take care of expenses. So if the furnace breaks, that's all. Ain't got to do with me. The resident or the tenant buyer, they're on a home ownership program. So anything minor that breaks, that's on them, because this is a home ownership program. So they're going to they're going to take care of the maintenance for the minor. But if a hole's in the roof, that's on the owner.
Absolutely.
I started realizing that as I got older. And so what I would do is to leverage that and make them feel good about that. I would make sure that I cut as good a deal on a monthly. I didn't want the monthly. They can have the monthly. I was mostly focused on not the down payment. It's not called a down payment, but the upfront. You know, when the tenant buyer comes in, making sure I get as much on the deal as possible. So
yeah,
not down payment. I'm messing up the term, but the option fee. The option.
Yeah. So you walk away.
I was making either $5K or higher on the option fee every time. So if I get a $5K or higher on the option fee, and I know that the difference between closing and I can close on the deal to make the profit on the sale, I'm cool. I don't need the money. So that's how I realized as I got older, I started structuring them differently. But in the beginning, I wanted the little monthly fee because everybody else on YouTube was saying, you get 10 properties and $200 a month. That's $2,000 residual income. They'll tell you.
But sometimes you can't get everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of get sometimes.
There's a trade-off in everything in life, right?
Yeah.
I talked to Jerell. Jerell has a deal, and Daryl's trying to close a deal. In lending, he has various options on closing that deal. But he wants to choose the best option that's going to benefit what he's trying to accomplish and what he's trying to accomplish for the client. But he has to look out for what he wants too. You know what I'm saying? This ain't charity, right, Jerell? You know what I'm saying? Right? This is a business. And so I started realizing I got to stop trying to please everybody. I do have a deal. I want it to be everyone wins. My philosophy in every business is win. Got to be a win-win. But the same token, win-win should be just that, win-win. When it starts becoming 60-40, 70-30, I'm trying to squeeze every little penny. I started realizing I wanted a business for me. So that's why I started making it a win-win all around the board. If you want this monthly and you want a nice chunk when you close, then everything when it comes to ownership, you have to cover those fees. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see the value in that, this deal ain't for you. And being willing to walk away from that deal too. Because owners are trying to talk you down. I watched the video. The realtor told me. None of that.
Yes, sir. Is anything out that video that we need to touch on? Anything out that video now?
Pretty much straightforward.
Not really.
All right. So let's jump into this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's good advice. I'm glad that they mentioned do not show up for everybody.
Mm.
That pile of furniture was the neatest pile of eviction furniture I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yes,
Man,
sir.
5K for an option, man. That's wild business.
You know?
In the Midwest, 5K for an option.
I mean, that's low. It is low. You said it's too low, right?
I mean, I wouldn't pay it for an option period on the lease, on the sublease, on the lease to option.
Yeah, think about it. Okay.
But it's legal.
But that's
I'm
maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. But you said an option period. An option is just your time to do due diligence. You as the potential buyer, you're saying you're charging 5K for that up there.
Minimum.
No, he's saying they putting down 5K towards the purchase of the property.
Okay.
And you have a couple years to decide if you want to buy it, and if you don't, then you lost the 5K.
Oh,
Pay rent all along. You talking about earnest money, basically. Like
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you put down 5K on due diligence. You just got to
Yeah.
You're going to get it.
Okay.
You know, you tied up by the end of the due diligence.
But that's not refundable.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do a 5K not refundable. No, that's where
You gotta ask yourself, okay,
can't do that, bro.
Hey, busting them across the head.
No,
It depends on what kind of property it is. Like, if it's a hood, it's gonna be rough, right? If it's a nice neighborhood, you don't see paying $5,000.
No, the thing is, no. Because think about this is what it is. This is what it is. I am. If I'm going to pick up that property, or if I'm not going to wholesale it. So I would say I'm not going to put down non-refundable, but it's not assignable by me. So you know that you're dealing with an end buyer.
Exactly.
I just can't put up 5K on the word of a
right.
process I got to go through.
Here's the thing, though.
To make that 5K.
So who is my client though? Who are the parties in my deal?
The owner and the buyer.
The owner and the tenant buyer, right?
The buyer, yeah.
So think about it. We're not speaking from a real estate professional perspective here. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who maybe has a 570 credit score, or maybe we'll say a 530 credit score.
Who wants to buy the property?
Who wants to buy a property?
He liquid.
Right. They have down payment money, but they don't have the credit or everything else. Maybe they don't have the income list. Maybe all of that. Maybe they're hustlers. I don't know. But
they can move in now, though. They can move in immediately.
Exactly.
You talking about a lease option, 5K?
Right.
Non-refundables, of course. Yeah, I mean, I thought I'm talking about straight up purchase of a property.
Yeah, I'm talking about lease options. Totally lease options.
No, yeah. It comes with lease options having to put down. You know,
that's what I'm talking about. 100% lease option.
Yeah, definitely non-refundable. Once you do it, you gotta know either rent the property for as long as you can and move out. But you're not going to get that.
Not going to get it back. If you structure the right way, it can come off the total. I mean, it's all paper, right? It's all paper. It's all paperwork, but it's supposed to come off the purchase price, right? You negotiate that with the owner.
Yeah, it
does.
does.
In their mind, they pay, and then if you structure the right way based on their monthly payment, it actually comes off as a down payment towards down payment as well. If you do it the right way, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I like that business lease option. You know, it's a niche to get people in the ownership. Besides having to, buy it today, get it all done in a month, gives another person a little stretched out time to do it.
You have people in your corner like you, brother. You know what I'm saying? If I was structuring a lease option, I got two options. I can do the traditional route of closing it, or let's say they like, man, we gotta get this closed, and I'm really trying to close this deal, I can pull in and get some hard money to buy the property. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even close a little quicker. Let's say they're not paying the full. But let's say it's a new deal. So you said what, 90-10 or something like that?
Yeah, 90-100.
Right. So I don't know how. I haven't
90% of the purchase price, 100% of the renovation. What I mean by that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So depending on the deal, I know my brother when he does the hard money. sometimes they got to bring money to close.
Yeah, that's the 10%.
That 10%, right? So. Yeah. They might already have a large portion of that already if they already had down payment money. You see what I'm saying? So you might be able to gather the rest of those funds through other funding sources. So my point is that a lot of people, they don't really talk about it as much. They say the market isn't set up for these options right now. That's what they say. But I think every market is set up at some point for somebody. I don't think there's ever any absolutes in there. But a lot of people just are afraid to do it or afraid to actually get out here and actually talk to people about it. Because wholesale is way sexier for people. You know what I'm saying? Wholesaling is just consistently the sexiest. I'm talking about when you look on YouTube and all this stuff,
That's what everybody talking about.
The wholesalers are just sexy,
bro. They lie a lot, man, about
I mean, they
wholesale.
do.
A lot.
Yeah. This option for me is my favorite. That's my. If I ever jump back in on some creative financing, I'm going right back in the.
See,
I love some owner financing now. I'm definitely in tune with that and building. Wholesaling, man, over the years, man, when I met Jay, it was, and I didn't understand it at the time, but that was the time. That was the time to ride the rainbow. I mean, to ride your unicorn. Wholesaling now has been hoarded out. You know how many my deals came back to me, remarketed.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, right? And you know, I'm gonna feel and test your temperature first, right? So you know, you call me, see if you're gonna be up front first. Hey, you own this deal? Yeah, I have the contract. Like, brother, you don't, because I'm the contract holder. So now it's a distinction between education, or are you just morally out of character doing these things? And if you be upfront with me because you didn't know, or you daisy chain and came across, I could work with you then, and I'm going to educate you. I think education is the big key these days, because when I first came into the game, a millionaire, a white man, taught me, man, and he wouldn't teach me at first, but I wouldn't go away, and he knew that I started to be consistent. So he said, wholesaling and even writing up the contract is like you holding your newborn your child. You don't never drop it. You always dot your T's.
Keep control of it. Keep control of it.
Dot your I's and cross your T's, man. So I learned the correct way. Right now, it's gotten so big, man. Everybody's just doing it to be doing it and don't even know what they're doing, and it's messing up the game, the business aspect. Period. Now sellers are very aware of assigning contracts and things of that nature. Back then, you could put a sign all over the contract, and they didn't have no clue. Now you put a sign, they like, but where's it going? Why you got this or why that? You know, because now new laws pass you, so you have to be transparent and on the assignment. And some title companies won't even take it if you're assigning it and it doesn't have and/or signs on the title for disclosure. So the game has been disrupted so much, man, and it's just so messed up to me, man. It's so sad, man, just to see these young cats get in it, or any cat get into it for the wrong reason and don't do it properly. I'm not saying it's messed up to a way like the business is messed up, but if you're not doing it properly, man, that's messed up, because you're doing everybody a disservice because of your lack of knowledge of just to get $1. You know,
that's kind of what I was saying. That's kind of what I was saying earlier about I will do it has I can't do non-refundable, you know, because there's so many folks that's in wholesaling that's just throwing numbers out there or daisy chaining or whatever, you know, that, you know, that's why I put if I'm picking up property, I'm picking up property. I'm buying the house, or I'm not buying the house. I'm not going. That's why I give like that person that extra, you know, comfort in my mind to say, hey, I'll put not assignable on it, you know, all over it, because
all over it. None of my contracts is a double assignable. If I'm assigning stuff, now I'm closing on stuff myself.
Yeah. So it's just you know, this you gotta check your numbers. That's
and
all.
If you're a wholesaler, say you're a wholesaler. I can smell the conversation the first time I get on the phone with you. I know what you're trying to do. Like, but if I ask you, are you an end buyer? Please tell me no or yes. Like, tell me what you're trying to do, and maybe we can work together. Yeah. All of these things, man. But I think that just come down to character, maybe how the bit you was raised. I don't know. But where I come from, I'd rather swallow the horse pill of the truth. I'm gonna shoot it to you straight than to be BS'd around, man. Let me know. I'm a wholesaler, bro. I got a buyer for you. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. We can work together. Boom.
Right. But I don't consider somebody who does disposition even as a wholesaler, man. Because I feel like if you're not taking your own money and investing in yourself, trying to acquire leads, a person that only does joint venture, you really ain't even a goddamn wholesaler, bro. Like, I take my own personal money and put it into Facebook ads, cold callers. I do that. Go ahead.
I just want to challenge that for a minute. So I'm a framework the question before I go into it. So I had a conversation with a brother a couple of years back, and he had this really strong belief system of what an entrepreneur was. And so we went back and forth with what an entrepreneur was. And at the time, I was a network marketer. So I had built a huge team, 6-figure team from scratch. You know how network marketing is, recruiting, all that stuff. And he told me that I wasn't an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't an entrepreneur because I didn't start the company. And it wasn't my business in the sense that I started the company and all the services being rendered are coming from me. And so I did a little research. We went back and forth and argued a little bit. And then I looked up the true definition of entrepreneur. And there's several of them. Some that favored me, some that favored his opinion. And he stood on the fact that I was an entrepreneur. My question is, by the definition of wholesaler, and I'm going to give you the most general definition that I know. Y'all are wholesalers, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. Is, you find a property, you lock in that property at a lower price, and you create a profit margin, and then you sell the rights to that property, and you make a profit. Now, I'm kidding. If I'm wrong, let me know. My question is, okay, so my question is, how you get the lead change the end result? If the end result, the end result is he finds a property, whether I talk to Jay says, "Hey fam, I got a property." I said, "For real? How long you had it?" I had it. I ain't got it no way. I'm like, "Well, let me help." And I closed the deal. How does that make me not a wholesaler? Because Jay's the one that gave me the lead through conversation.
Maybe he markets to buyer.
You have to understand, like, so so how do you eat if you only do joint venture? How do you make money?
No, listen, I'm not quite. I don't do joint venture. So I'm not even saying. What I'm saying is that if, let's say, everybody has, again, I'm coming from a different mindset, so it probably won't even make sense. But so
it make 100% sense.
Let me ask you a quick question. If you make, I call it the fantasy of social media, right? If somebody goes to work and gets a tech job, making $250,000 a year, right? And then another person makes $250,000 a year as an entrepreneur. Is an entrepreneur more successful than a tech person?
You say, is he?
Yes.
Possibly.
Okay. Now let me say, I'm going to say that some people are going to say, yeah, because the tech person has a job. He has to answer to people. And then the person that's entrepreneur will say, well, yeah, he ain't no real boss because he don't own the business. And what I'm saying is, if you take the day you're born, and then you have the day you die, right? You have the day you born, the day you die. And it's just about numbers. Who gives a rat's ass how it happened? If at the end of the day, that $250,000 allowed that person who's a tech person to be able to take care of their family, to be able to vacation as much as they want to be able to do all the things they want to, the same as an entrepreneur, why are we splitting hairs on whether or not this person is a boss or not, and this person is because they're an entrepreneur? At the end of the day, they're both accomplishing the same goal.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not knocking the game. I want everybody to eat. Like Maurice is saying, I want everybody to eat. Well, all of y'all saying, I want everybody to eat. But my thing is, it's like, I'm in Texas. You have to spend money marketing to get leads in Texas. It's not like a smaller state like Cleveland or something like that, where you can probably spend $200 or $300 and find a house. Or, right. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, I don't have a problem with joint venture or disposition, but like prime example, Maurice said he's ready to get into development. So as he's spending money on leads, acquiring leads, I feel like the people that's only doing joint venture, they just sitting back letting us spend $10,000, $15,000, and they just sit there and say, "Hey, Jay, hey man, I'll move your deal for $5,000."
But if they do that well, though, if they do that, if they are the dopest,
I've done a lot of deals like that. My nickname used to be the JV King. That's my nickname.
And let's say the JV King, respectively, is actually closing more deals than Jay.
Yeah, because you got a lot of new people, right? That's getting into this business every single day. They may just luck up on a deal, but don't have an end buyer, don't have a title company or whatever the case is, and I just tie this thing together and make my points in between. So I hear where you're coming from. I never hear where you come from, but I think that there are wholesalers.
I don't let anything walk. I don't let anything walk. If I can't help you solo, and I'm gonna tap into somebody that can get this thing.
But the goal was to put food on the table, right?
With no remorse.
I don't know.
I had to let that go. I didn't have the solution. It's just
Yeah.
everyone has their own. What I've come across is that everyone has their niche. That we got so many things that we got to do that's all around real estate, but everyone really got something that they
bring to
know people that need
to the
money.
table.
They either know people that's interested. They have a niche, and if you can tap in and partner with somebody that you can once a month, twice a month, close 2 or 3 deals, maybe half of what you normally make, that's still a full deal of what you did do by yourself.
But let's not get caught up in the titles, though. I think if you're valuable, if you provide value, whether I spend my marketing dollars or not, I may not want to deal with dispo. So you may be great at it, right? I think that's all a conglomerate part of, just the overall business. You have a team. You got your title team. You ain't doing title. You got your dispo team. You got your acquisitions team. So I think it all depends a part of where you at in this career because it's so broad. Now, when you first starting off and you don't have no money, JVs probably are the thing. Does that mean you start your own business? Running your own business. That's how you get money in your pocket, by holding on to coattails of other people that's doing it that's no longer there. Like for me, I know I don't want to make cold calls no more. Like I know I'm past that stage in my business to where I'm like hammering the phone. Will I pick up the phone? Yeah. Do I want to do that? No. Yeah. Can I say I don't want to do that? Yeah, because I got a proven track record. I've done those things. I've bandit signed. I started from the bottom. And honestly, I made my most money in all the years that I probably have on one deal, on a JV deal that netted me $60K on one deal. And I assigned that. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So, JVs, all of us are entrepreneurs, man. Don't get caught up in your own title. When you doing something because you want to do it, and you starting off and you can't put no money into it, but you got the sweat equity.
Yeah.
Are you not a boss because you're not putting money into it? No. Everybody don't shame where you come from. Everybody didn't start with $10,000.
Everything's always 50-50, whatever it is the agreement, and being upfront and being upfront with that person as far as, hey, I can split 30 on a percent,
right?
I can't do 50.
These people ain't asking 30%, dog.
I know. I'm just saying this in other situations, other referrals, different. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Normal wholesale.
Right.
Yeah. But a wholesaler is nothing but a problem solver, right? I don't care if you're dealing with another wholesaler, you're dealing with a buyer, or whatever the case is. If you can solve somebody's problem, bro, you can make your money in between.
Because you running against you run up against that DD.
Lotion. You got a whole lot of lotion or whatever. You know how to get this lotion to the person who want to buy it. Put your money between. You can wholesale lotion.
I'm gonna give y'all a prime example. I'm gonna give y'all a good example. Y'all know New Western, right?
Oh yeah.
Y'all know them, right? See,
man, they mess me around.
Cool. A lot of people don't like them, but they cool. Like, for example,
the boys move freight trains. Anything you throw over.
So I did a deal with New Western, right, in Flower Mound.
Same one. I've been that one. Right there over the toll road over there.
Right. So I made like 20,000 on that deal. New Western, they was pretty much like, hey, bro, we just want a flat fee of 5,000. Man, I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that. Man, everybody eat. But man,
and you ain't got to worry about it no more.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that. But what I'm saying is, Maurice do all the work. He negotiate the deal. He get all the pictures. He go through all the back work and the hard work. And you got somebody that want a JV your deal and they want 50-50.
But if you can't get that deal done, you rather get 50% of something than 100% of nothing.
That's on you.
If New Western, if your DD coming up to tomorrow, and you call homie from New Western, he says, man, I don't got no app. I don't got nobody that gave me anything on it yet. And then I call you up and like, hey, let's go 50-50. Your DD
Oh,
is
you from 90
you done extended it
from 90
3 times already.
You probably get inside.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm talking about I got cash money, earnest money going to the closing attorney tomorrow.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
I don't care if
That
it's
is-
90, bro. I'm going with it.
I
I'm
get
about
what
to
you're
lose it.
saying.
I'm gonna make
You
it
know,
happen.
I would do if I was you. If New Western is charging 5%, I mean, what do you say?
5K.
5K.
Yeah.
Then I'll just send all my deals to New Western,
Yeah.
and then that's it. And that's
Jerell,
it.
this is what I do, bro.
That's your dispo team.
Yeah,
Right. But now I'm cool with
because
this.
they do. They got a good price. That's what I'm
check-
saying.
That's what I do now.
But
I
check
honestly
this
do that now.
out, Jerell. Like if me and Jay partners, right? And Jay, like, he the dispo guy. So I'm like, all right, Jay, I got this. I'm finna lock this property up. Go, you handle the dispo. Go get all the pictures and all that stuff. I'm cool with that, man. But I'm just saying, help out. If you're gonna ask for 50% of the deal, man.
Yeah. Do your part.
You gotta be bringing a buyer.
Man.
I think that what it comes down to.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I think that what it comes down to, bro, is position. You know what I'm saying? It's really about position. Depending on the position that each party is in, if I call it from my old school hustling days, that's boss. And I don't mean boss in a negatory or I ain't trying to put nobody else down. But if I hate to go back to this, but if I just picked up a pack, fam, right?
Look, keep it real, bro. This is keep it real station right here, bro.
Up, man. Bad, fam. We're talking about this stuff was stepped on 27 times by the temptation, man. I'm talking about they stepped the hell out, right? Now, of course, I got this on consignment. They gave me this broke load of BS. They still want the same amount back.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn. Now, of course, the gangster in me, the ego in me, the boss in me, I'm like, man, this some BS. I'm talking to the middleman. I want to talk to God. This some BS, whatever. But guess what I had to do at the end of the day? I had to be the problem solver. I had to figure out a way to get rid of that work.
Yeah.
I had to get this money up, and I had to get it back to do. Then I had to make a decision on the next move. Am I going to do business with you again? You know what I'm saying? Well, because that's my choice. After you come at me how you come at me, because it's business, I'm going to do business. But now I have the position to decide, because I just showed you, I hate to keep it going, I just showed you I can move this BS just as fast as I can move the good stuff. So now you got to make a decision. You tried to play me. I flipped it and still made my money. Now I'm the man. Now I can decide, do I want to work with you anymore?
Yeah.
Because I'm boss now.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to, because that can never happen again. That can never happen. We're talking about this. We have some really other alternative argumentations here that can't happen again.
You know what?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me rephrase it then. Let me rephrase it. I feel like it is less people like me that does acquisition that actually flip money to get leads versus the joint venture community. Like Maurice said, somebody sent him his own deal.
It happened to me before.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that should show
I'm
you.
just going in circles.
Right. It's the daisy chain. Like I'm cool with it. You got a buyer. Let's eat. I'm gonna put money in your pocket, but I just feel like it's too much daisy chaining going and people saying, oh, I feel like how do you define wholesaling? Like, are you somebody that actually are you an investor or you're just somebody that's really playing the middle, like you really
You're
just playing the
wholesaler.
middle.
Wholesaling
Right.
and investors are two different things. If you're not closing properties using your money, you're not the investor that you're saying that you're portraying to be, far as what you want to seem like you being. Not knocking that though, but just be upfront. Not saying that you're not a boss or don't have your own business too. But if you're not closing deals with your own money, you're not investing. You're using other people's money. You are a businessman. You are structuring deals because you develop a skill set. It's still nothing to take away from, but can you really call yourself an investor? Are you really bringing 40, 50,000 to the closing table? I can call myself an investor because I have done that. I put up my own money and closed the deal by myself in my company name and held it.
But let me say this though. If I was talking to you 2 years ago, right? Because I don't know if you ever experienced this. And I know we're going off track, Jay. So bring us back.
No, listen, this is a lively conversation. I love it, bro. We all, bro. Let's go.
If I'm going back 10 years ago, actually like 20 years ago, and I'm just getting in the game, I ran into more people that told me I wasn't an investor. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, kid. You're not an investor. You know what I'm saying? You're a wholesaler. And I'm walking the door like, you know, I'm an investor. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's listen, and I stood on it. Damn it. The hell what you talking about? Because guess what? This is why I stood on it.
That's ego.
I stood on it because guess what? You maybe in your mind I'm not an investor. But in order for me to get up every morning, in order for me to put on this $1 million swag, in order for me to get in the mindset of closing, guess what I am, damn it? An investor. Kiss my ass. And
You're a wholesaler.
Right. That's how I feel.
You're a wholesaler.
But you're a wholesaler, though.
But you're a wholesaler.
Listen though, an old rule that I learned.
Jones, I'm with you, dog.
I don't count nobody else's pockets, man.
All you gotta do
I
is
say,
have a fucking
I don't count nobody else's
wholesaler.
pockets. I don't count nobody else's
In a
pockets.
wholesale business.
Listen up, fam. Listen. I learned a long time ago. I don't count nobody else's pockets what they put into the deal. I don't count nobody else's pockets when they get out the deal. You know what I'm saying? As long as you give me what I want, that's none of my. I don't really care about all that stuff, right? And so what I realized was that I had a deal. My first deal that I ever closed. Check this out. You just told me you came to a deal with $50,000. Bam, right? My first deal I closed was off a Craigslist deal. I purchased a property on a land contract. The property was worth $120,000. Guess how much I brought to closing? $200. $200.
$200.
Guess what? I'm a freaking investor. Kiss my hand. Don't tell me. I brought $200 to the property, and I just came up with $120,000 to the property. That property brings me in $700 cash flow. So don't tell me. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? Because I woke up every day saying I'm an investor. I don't know what you tell me.
You got to speak it into existence.
You gotta speak it into existence.
Are we saying we're not an investment if we don't come with our own money? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that's what Maurice said.
Bro, I'm an investor, bro. I can't afford that. I'm an investor, bro.
OPM.
I had to turn my mind right, bro. I was an investor in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's all investing, fam.
Yeah.
Someone just
whether you invest in money or sweat equity, bro, you invested your time.
Engineer that.
In my mind. But if you talk to bring money to the table, I can understand where you're coming from. If you invest and you bring $100,000 to the table all the time, nah, this dude ain't really investing. But this dude putting sweat equity in there, bro, and he the mastermind by putting this deal together. Man, that's value, bro. That's an investor to me.
Yeah, I just think that we get caught up in I'm not saying you, bro, Mr. Lee. I think this is a really good conversation because this has been going on for a lot of people feel about this. And a lot of times when we talk to people, especially if we're closing deals, we listen to the vernacular, we listen to the tone, listen to the breathing, listen to how the words are. Listen to damn Ricky on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I got a damn Ricky on the phone. Oh my God. Now we don't want to give him no money because we think we don't think he's value enough. We feel like we're prejudging. We're saying we already typecast that he ain't put enough time in the game. I'd be damn this little nigga give. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. But I'd be damn this little young cat make more money on a deal than I do. We start counting his money, all this stuff that we really shouldn't do. Why are we doing that? It's not our fault. Fam was in the right place at the right time with the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's not how we go.
Hey, he got a point though. He got a point when he said though, bro. I think
okay. Money, and guess what? Maybe good, better next time. I'm not going to try to sauce him down because he's a little young cat.
Yeah,
that's crazy. To me, that's a hater. That's a hater. Why am I'm just saying because we was all the young cat at one time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but
it was all there. It was
all there, bro.
Fakes.
I can't stand a hater, man. I don't go down who you are. Like, come on.
But
don't you know, money, I won't count your money. I hate you like what you making on the deal.
Because when you meet a stranger, right? When you meet a stranger and they ask you what you do, what's the first thing you got your mouth? I'm an investor in real estate.
Real estate, yeah. It's a sexy term too, bro. It's sexy, bro.
But Maurice, I understand.
But look, hey, the caveat though to it, you gonna say that to a stranger, right? Who anybody asks you what your career is, I invest in real estate. Do it damn well though. You don't close on no deals.
You know what I used to say though? After all, I said
you know you don't close on no deals though.
No, but I said I changed it though. I started saying I'm a lease option specialist. Because a lot of times people don't. People
I
are so
get
afraid.
specific.
People are so afraid to say wholesaler. Like that's my point though. People are so worried about titles.
Titles.
They're afraid to just be G with it. What do you do? I'm a wholesaler.
Yeah.
You got to say with some.
I'm a wholesaler. I find discounted properties for investors.
You ain't
But
that
term,
Call it what you
wholesaler, that title wholesaler now, right? Go ahead.
I'm saying, if I tell you, if I meet Jay for the first time, we at Starbucks. Happens all the time. You meet somebody, and this dude he steps out of a new Lamborghini. He looking clean. He got the little shoes with no socks on. He got his little caramel macchiato. He feeling good about life.
Yeah.
And y'all having a real conversation because you networking. I come in there in a hoodie and some sweatpants. And he said, "What do you do?" I said, "What do you do, man?" He said, "I'm a real estate investor." He said, "What do you do?" I said, I'm a wholesaler. Now, if he looks down on me because I'm a wholesaler, I don't want to do business with dude. Like this kind of like we all choose who we want to work with. We all choose who we want to learn from. You know what I'm saying? There's no one in the world doesn't know what wholesaling is. Whether you like it or hate it, it's not going anywhere. And right now, there's about 1,000 deals that are being closed as we speak.
Yeah.
Even as we say how rundown it is, it's good. And let me tell you something else. These young cats, like it or not, they're killing it.
They killing it. They are killing it. And don't know nothing.
And they get it because they're streamlining it. They're using social media. They're TikTok. I mean, they're killing it. They're killing it on the game. And they're killing it on the education. And see, that's my thought was there. I always say the money, this is my personal opinion, the money is not in real estate. I think the money is in education in real estate. I think that because there's so many people out here that want to learn, and if you know how to communicate the information properly, listen, I'd rather have residual income coming in from YouTube. I'd rather have residual income coming in from sales. I'd rather be coming in 2-3 times a year doing $30,000, $40,000 seminars and then have some deals closed than totally focus. And that's just me because I'm an educator. You can't tell I like to talk. So it's a different type of deal. But I think that these young cats, man. I
wrote a book, put it on Amazon like years ago when I first started. After I got a few deals under my belt and I really knew it, I put together a little 28-page booklet, an ebook, sold it for like $12, flew off the shelves on Amazon, and then I held for a short time, I held a class, an 8-week course on how to wholesale. And I charged $600 for that. That was back in the early, like 2015, 2016 or so. And my clients, what they picked up from me was the foundation of how to do it correctly. And they still thriving, today. $600, 8 weeks. I met with them every Tuesday for those 8 weeks. And we went through different subjects, just like how we're going through now, man. And I had a few clients and, you transition, you pivot, and you move on and stuff. But like you said, education in it, is key, man. Everybody want to learn something, especially when you get adults, man. That's always gonna be butter in any field, man. If you teaching people on how to do something that they want to do.
And on top of that, everybody, all of you, Jerell, right now, he has a skill set.
Yep.
Brother has been in doing this game for. I can just look at him. He knows what he's talking about, right? All of us. But I'm speaking of Jerell in particular. Jerell, right now, if he wanted to open up a YouTube channel or TikTok if it lasts long enough, and literally start doing short videos on what's needed, how to close more hard money deals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How to close more hard money deals. And I guarantee you, if he did that long enough, there's more people out here, that don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's people that just don't know how hard money works. We take for granted because we're in the space. We're always talking to people that's in the space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But right now, the least of us, who has the least amount of knowledge, knows more than someone who knows nothing. And you can actually make a business, a consecutive business, coaching someone who doesn't. If right now the least of us, I'm gonna say I'm the least of it because I'm not the wholesaler. I do credit repair. So I'm gonna say I'm the least of it. If right now I wanted to start a business on teaching people how to do creative real estate, I come up with a cool name. You know what I'm saying? From lease option to wholesale, how to make full-time income in real estate with no experience, right? And I started doing a free training where I just bust a bunch of stuff like this, and then I break that off into a coaching session. I guarantee you, if I took it seriously, with the limited knowledge I have, I can teach it because what I do know, most people don't know.
Yeah,
right. You're a professional.
Right,
Yeah,
position type thing.
Man,
But guess what? Even if you can YouTube it, you'd be like, "Oh, you can YouTube that." You can. Do you know there's a bit? I was watching this one guy. This man is a multi-millionaire. There is a niche. There is a real life multi-billion-dollar industry on recycling information. Did y'all know that? It's an industry. Yeah. There's an industry right now. Right now, if you look up YouTube and you type in Stoic, for example, right? Stoic, like it was like Greek motivation or something like that, right?
Yeah.
If you YouTube Stoic in YouTube, you're gonna see a bunch of Stoic meditational videos that are gonna pop up. And do you know that the people that own those videos, none of them lived in Greek times? You know what I'm saying? None of them were around for the Roman time. They're literally just recycling information, and people are paying for it. And you can buy that same information in books. You can join a Stoic group. But because they're getting information to you faster, because it's on YouTube, they're going to get compensated for that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's positioning. So I think when people realize that it's not about being the best at something, although we all aspire to be the best at it, it's really about being the most available, the most valued, and the best position in something. Because even with my credit, I tell people all the time, I don't claim to be the greatest credit repair person. There's somebody right now that might be better than me. But guess what? If I'm talking to more people and I'm showing more results and my people are seeing more results, guess what? I win. You know what I'm saying? I win. Absolutely. Jerell sees more people.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna get every loan closed. You're gonna have situations that I don't work with lenders that are in that space. And if I got my buddy over here that's been working in that space, closing, say, manufactured properties, manufactured mobile homes. I don't do manufactured mobile homes. But I'm not going to let that deal walk through. Or walk by. I'm going to partner up with my guy, and that closes them. You know, he respects my value because I brought the client. I respect his value. And then on the next deal, on the next time, he's going to send me. And when he sends me somebody that needs to close a single family or 5 unit or 10 unit, he knows who to go to. It's reciprocal. So that's what I love about real estate. It's like I always say it's like a puzzle, you know. You know, you it just comes together as much as you work on it. I just told a guy named Donnie maybe 2 hours ago. The guy's done 2 deals, mid-level construction. He has what's it, 25 unit in DC under contract for 1.6. He has to put 250 into it. He got an ARV of 2.8 or 2.8. So it's a good deal. He's going through the motions of how do my non-experienced ass get on, you know, was at $1.3 million. I mean, $1.9 million, you know. Listen, he got a little bit of money, but he don't got enough, of course. I said, we're going to get it done. Just, you got, what? I think he got like 45 days under contract, some crazy number under contract on due diligence, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, like, for how many units? 25 units?
25 units. I just told him, like, I'm going to work with you to get it done. This isn't, you know, he doesn't have the best credentials to come into this, you know. So he's not one of my top tier clients. I've done them all day. I've closed that many loans, that many units, that size property all day, but I know what it takes. And the borrower, as far as your, you know, things you're bringing to these lenders to show you something that you can swallow for a down payment, you know? Because what's the point if I bring you terms with a lender saying you got 1.9 cost, but I'm telling you a lender going to give you 1.1.
Right.
It's no good.
Right.
I want to send you a lender that's going to give you 1.7, 1.8 of that money. You know what I'm saying? Something that you can actually swallow on that size. So with that being said, he's going to have his challenges, but I have full faith that as long as he keeps on, you know, trying to beat down every day, trying to make sure he's on the phone, doing more research, getting more resources, reaching out to folks, and he has me on his team that it can get done. Not saying it definitely is going to get done, that he can pick it up, but hey, you just never know. All you need is the right person. You may run into a private money lender and say, you know what, I'll go $500K on you with it, you know. but you won't unless every single day you think it's possible while you have control.
So is he looking for private money lenders to pitch in for the
yeah, that's what I'm aim towards. Yeah, but
okay.
What city is it? What state?
It's in DC, Washington. So I'm putting it out there. If you guys know something that can stick, you know, a lender that wants to jump in on it, we can chop it up. But
send it to me, man. I know some people.
Yeah, I doubt.
Absolutely. Man, listen, this has been crazy, man. I ain't even tell to go through my questions, man. I love it like this, man. So this is what it's about, man. So this is what we're gonna do, man. There's a couple more people we're gonna bring on as well, man. Y'all gonna like Cody. Cody Cox, man. He's a no buyer, man, but he's phenomenal, man. Good dude, man. And, we're gonna continue bringing people along, man. We're gonna do some talking to some people in some different countries too. That's in real estate, see what's going on over there. We're gonna do it every week, man. So, you know, you guys are more than welcome to come on back, man, as much as you want, man. I love this, man. I ain't had to do nothing, man. Y'all took over.
That's where the real wealth is laid up at, man, in the paper. Forget the brick. When I get, you know, after I go through this building phase and I get, you know, real knowledgeable and build me, you know, couple of 30, 100 houses or so, it's all about the paper, man. I don't want to own nothing but the paper.
Absolutely.
That's how banks do it. That's just gonna be the bank. I'm gonna go to
Cody to know that.
I'm gonna go to the bank and I want to purchase non-performing. I want to purchase their non-performing assets. I want to talk to your mortgage officer because I want to see if I could buy the paper. I want to see if I could buy your notes. I want to see if I could buy your performing notes because when you own that paper, that's residual on clockwork, and you ain't dealing with tenants or toilets.
The guy that normally on here is Cody Cox. That's what he does.
That's what he does right there.
Love that, man.
Yeah, man. He's
holding that note.
How to put it all together too, man. He's a good dude.
Holding that paper.
I teach people how to become the bank. You know,
yes, become the bank.
I show people how to become private money lenders and become the bank. That's where my niche is. Of course, doing hard money lending. That's just working with different lenders and knowing the ins and outs of their systems to get a loan closed. But working with private money lenders, that's actually teaching people how to become the bank.
Wealthy.
So
hard money
without all the nonsense that goes into, you know, actually holding the property and
we working too hard,
you know. So
we working hard.
So it's but there's levels to it too, you know. Levels to it. You can't become the bank with 60 grand.
Right.
You can make some interest. You know,
exactly.
You can't become the bank with 100 grand. You can make some interest, you know, but if you're serious about, you know, spreading and also getting yourself into something that's secured by real estate at low leverage, you know, becoming the bank is the way to go. When I hear I got somebody cashing out on 900,000, about to get like 500. I'm like, you know what? You got a little bit enough to, you know, instead of trying to, you know, go throw it out there and risking on low value properties, you can piggyback off of what you want to loan at like 65% on value of some cat that got it. And if they mess up, you own 65% of something.
You the best person to know because you the first person to know. Like, I'm your best buyer because I know what you owe. I can buy it back from you.
Yeah,
you know, that's what you owe, man. Your knowledge is a direct reflection on what's in your bank account.
Exactly.
You solve bigger problems, you get bigger rewards. Just like Jess said earlier, man. So I'm looking for title issues now. I used to run from them. Now I want them. Because I want to solve the problem. Because ain't nobody else going after them type of leads.
They're running from them, man. They're leaving them on the table.
Because they don't. Yeah. Hey, I don't got to get paid in 30 days, bro. I could wait it out. You know what I'm saying? I could be patient. Let me solve this problem. Let me get the big payday, like you said, commercial. I might do one deal a year.
Yeah, one a year. That's all it takes, man. One a year,
might
man.
do one deal a year.
Hey, you would get burnt out in Dallas, man. Because I was getting.
I'm in Dallas.
I was getting all those tax delinquent leads. I can't say how, but you know, we have to talk about that. Yeah. I'm talking about everybody I talked to that was tax delinquent. they act like they didn't want to sell, or they didn't understand like you're behind 30 grand in taxes. Who gonna pay it?
I'm gonna pay it.
They'll be believing that the people gonna put them out too, though.
I'm gonna pay it. You know why I'm gonna pay it? Listen, I did that too. Tax delinquently, I know exactly what you're doing. It's the Freedom of Information Act anyway, and you go at them different. Everybody go come at those the leads. Like you say, you owe 30,000. I come at them like this. I had notes going out, and what my pitch is, hey, I didn't force you to buy your property, but let me go pay your taxes, right? I'll go down to the tax office, put $5 on their tax. Man, you only put $5. Did anybody else do it? I didn't say I was gonna pay the whole thing, but I'm here to help. Is what I'm saying. I can pay on somebody else's property tax. Has anybody else offered you that? Whether it be $5 or $100 before you lose it. I'm about to provide the most value for you. Is anybody else going?
They gotta want to sell it.
I'm saying if they want to sell it. You know,
right? That's what I'm saying.
Or if they don't want to sell it, but you know they ain't about to come. They ain't got no $30,000. Let me just go help you out, and let me circle back around you. My follow up is that much stronger. Next time I talk to them, hey man, yeah, here go a receipt right here, man. I went down there, man, put a couple of dollars on it, man. You know what you guys want to do? They gonna remember me. It's all about a pitch, man. It's all about a niche, man. I'm trying to tell you, man.
I agree with you, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've had to transfer appraisals, all kind of issues because someone, just it's all about helping people out. End of the day,
it's all about you. Imagine this world if we put each other first. Now,
yeah,
biblically, man, and I'm into God, brothers. I'm into God, man. I'm very spiritual, especially over the last couple of days too. Like I've been into it, man. Just think about this. I'm supposed to put you first. You're supposed to put me first, but I don't supposed to let you know that. But imagine a world where we all did that. I'm just not going to the seller just to make me a quick wholesale dollar and telling him anything. You said everything is a win-win. I kind of think that way sometimes. It gets the pen, but it's only two people in this world. There's predators and there's prey. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. So how is it a win-win for all parties? And I'm going as a wholesaler offering 50 to 60% on the dollar, knowing that I'm about to sell it at 75 to 80% on the dollar.
But if you're solving their problems, though, right?
The guys who make the problem,
it's a win-win. But you're still getting over.
No, you're not. No, wait, let me answer this. Let me answer
no robbery, right?
Let me answer this. No, you're not. No robbery. You're not getting over because, like you said, who was giving him 50?
Yeah, he was walking away with
nothing. You got him the 50%. You got him the 50. So you make 70. You make 25 on. You make 25 on top. Then he's not losing because he didn't have nobody to do 50.
Your wholesale fee. If you're standing to make a $20,000 fee, real quick scenario. Mm-hmm. If you stand to make a $20,000 fee, right? You built your fee in. Yeah. The seller needs more, right? And you got that room to build in.
I give it to him.
Say he wants $19,000 more. So now your wholesale fee went to $1,000.
No, he ain't getting that.
Is it still worth it? But you know that he can get it though, but not through you. So again, you possess knowledge. You know that he not tripping. He can really get this price that you at. If he had an end buyer in place to take my place, that buyer will pay that price.
Yeah, but let me just say this. I think that this is what I teach when I coach. I think there's 3 levels of communication in my personal opinion. I teach raw, authentic communication. There's physical communication. There's a mental communication. There's spiritual communication. And the base in how I operate on those 3 levels of communication, to me, is what's going to dictate whether or not this is a win-win or not. If I'm talking to a person, and from a physical perspective, I'm honestly, I know that what I'm saying is real and authentic. I'm not trying to get over at you, but this is business, right? And I'm clear on my intentions.
You got to make a profit.
Clear on my intentions. No, this is a business. I'm not going to act like it's not a business. If I don't make a profit, there's no point in me doing this. This is not a nonprofit organization, so they know why I'm here. Okay, so they already know why I'm here. I'm here to make a profit, but I'm also here to help you. And hopefully, the whole goal is that whatever the business model is, the whole goal is that in helping you, I help you to accomplish your goal, and I accomplish my goal of making this profit, right? And if at any point in my heart, because I'm a Christian, so I'm a believer as well, if at any point I feel like I'm taking advantage of you, that's for me to scale back and come back to my own principles and make sure that spiritually as I communicate, because I'm communicating spiritually to this individual, but I'm also communicating spiritually to my Lord and Savior. So I have to know that what I'm doing is honest and ethical in that communication. So if I know what I'm doing is honest and ethical from this communication, because the Ecclesiastes says that God gave us the skills, I'm paraphrasing, to get wealth, right? That's him. He told us he gave us that. So I know I'm not doing anything wrong. And also I'm communicating to this individual from a physical perspective. I'm communicating the right words. And I know the last part of communication is mental. What is my intention here? If I'm coming into this not predatory, but I'm coming to this honest and ethical, then I think that a win-win situation that may not necessarily be a financially win-win, just like marriage is not 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what nobody tell you. You know what I'm saying?
That all goes back to seller's due diligence, though, man.
Right.
If you feel like you can get this amount for your number, then you hold that number to your mind until you start getting offers come in before you make a.
That's all about knowledge, though, too. Just like you're a wholesaler, right? You
Right.
know the business. So if you have a property, I get calls like this all the time because I got property. I own a property over up in Chicago. I get calls from wholesalers all the time, and I entertain it because I know what you gonna give me for it. Well, this, and then you go through the whole spiel like, so you're not about to make me the offer. You're the VA, right? Let me speak to your manager. Let me speak to the person, and I know they want to say, tell me, bro. Only reason why I don't accept your offer because I know what you're about to do. Like, so right game, wrong person. You as a wholesaler, would you accept 60% on your property, knowing that you do want to sell it, but you can see the game on the other end because you done it before? You probably wouldn't.
Me personally,
Because of what situation you're in, though. Right?
No, but you're in a position to sell it, though. The person that's probably in the position that holds not every single person that holds a property is in the position to sell the property. Yeah. You know, as fast. Fast. Some people have to sell. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you bring value where that is. You know, like if someone has, you know, if someone has a 620 credit score, I can't get you 100% financing. But then you say I got a private money lender that's willing to loan me 100% of my deal. I'm gonna tell them go with that person.
Bingo.
They're done talking. Go with that person. I can't get you what that person got you. Was giving you. You got it for yourself. But when I can get you more than what you can get for yourself, then I built in my value. Now it's on my part, like you was mentioning, what if that 19 turned into 1? Now, what is the mitigating factors for me to come off my 19,000? Is just because this guy wants to save money, or does he need to meet his payoff? Does he need more money because there's taxes that he hasn't paid? That if I don't come off this 19, he ain't closing anyway. Have I checked? Because I mean, a lot of people, it's just different positions. Like if I'm brokering a loan, I typically, if necessary, on a lot of lenders, you gotta turn in bank statements. I see how much you're working with. So
it's discretionary.
It's discretionary, you know. Mm-hmm. But will I cut myself off just to make a deal? No, because I have value. It takes time, and it takes time also. You know, I can remember as a point in time where, you know, I think in my opinion, when I started, I didn't value my time and my expertise as much as I do now. You know, it took time for me to realize, like, wait a second, Jerell, you get things closed. You solve real problems.
Right. That's why you want your 50%.
You know, just to get it there, you got to be willing to walk away from a deal. I have so many clients that come in and they be like, you know, I have 4 different price levels with my credit repair, and I'm not cheap by no stretch of imagination. Well, depending on who you're talking to, I guess. And I've had people who say, well, I just talked to so-and-so, and they said they can do it for this price. And one thing I'm never going to do is talk bad about the next person.
I don't compete. No.
I'm not competing. I said, well, man, how did they make you feel? Do you feel like they can get the job done? I do. Well, if I were you, I would go with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I trying? I don't have to compete with you. I say, I tell you every time, but all of my clients are my clients because they're supposed to work with me. I don't have to, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not trying to, I know we're in a sales business. We're all taught that. But at the end of the day, though, I believe 100% that my clients are my clients. You know what I'm saying? And at some point, I think that you get that wealth mentality or that wealthy thinking mentality when we're not crunching. and we're not having to feel like we got to close everything because we're taught from all these amazing salespeople that are selling us, by the way, like the Jaabecca Jones and all these people. They're saying, man, you got to do this, and you need to do this, and you watch all these YouTube videos on how to close, realizing that they're really trying to close you to buy their sales stuff.
Right.
This is a cycle, close. And when you start walking in purpose, you start walking in excellence, you start walking in favor, and you start walking in confidence and knowing that God gave you a gift, a skill set. You provide us a solution, and your solution works, and you know it works.
You're supposed to get paid for it.
You just present your information and say, is this something you want to move forward with? And if they say yes, great. If they say no, I got to think about it, no worries. Let me know. If they say, I'll find somebody else, and I hope it works out for you. And if you have questions, let me know. That's where I'm at, because I just feel like at this point in the game, every day that I get older, I'm 45. Every day I get older, I realize how much time I wasted trying to be the deal closer. I'm not being sold by none of these guys on TV no more. Because I realize that there's birth and then there's death. I really realize that. And I know that in between that is life. And how we live it is important. And I'm not going to sit here stressing on being the best vernacular clothes. I'm not going to be making YouTube videos on when you get a guy right here, what do you do? I'm not going to do that with my business man.
Yeah.
Send this information to you, and I'm going to communicate in such an authentic way that you're going to want to work with me because you see I'm serious and I want to help you. And guess what? You don't
I have a realistic plan. I have a realistic plan that I have done this before. I'm not shooting in the dark.
I said, if you don't feel this connection, if you don't really feel that I'm the right person with you, don't work with me. You're gonna you're giving your money away and you're gonna be stressed out. You're gonna be more stressed out than you were before. Why would you do that?
You keep pressing with you, she's gonna be stressed out at you if things ain't getting done. That's a problem. That's a problem waiting to happen. Right? I've worked with people like that too, man. It's like, man, it's like a headache, bro. I knew I should have took that money.
But you know what? If you communicate the right way, you communicate the right way.
I don't want to deal with that no more.
I've had so many deals with people in credit repair. Credit repair is not guaranteed. There's nothing guaranteed. I don't know damn how close you are. There's nothing guaranteed about credit repair. And I've had people who pay money and they got started the same time somebody else got started. This person got started and they got amazing results in the first 60 days.
Right.
Working with me for 8 months, fam.
Right.
Well, it's like, damn, right? So they know when you're talking to somebody, that doesn't give a damn. They start spinning you game. Yeah, man, I'm talking to the credit. I don't know what's going on, man. It's backed up. They start saying a bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying? I say, you know what? Let me tell you, I don't like it any more than you do. But when we did talk, one thing I tell all my clients is that the process is different for everyone. Same thing I tell every single person. There's no way to predict the end result. And although my ultimate goal is to get you results in the first 30, 90 days, there's always that possibility. You could be that one person where it takes a lot longer. And I promise you, in that situation, I'm always going to answer the phone.
Yep.
Always going to be honest with you. And guess what? Even if you just pay for 6 months, if I'm not happy with the results, guess what? I'm going to work on it until I get you the results. Because my conscience won't allow you to walk away and not be able to say that Jaabecca Jones was amazing to work with. The reason why my clients love me is because of the relationship I built. Yeah. The results come second, believe it or not. But because they're like, okay, he's serious. He's cool. He really want to help me. That's the game changer. I think that's the problem we have sometimes with this society of trying to close deals and sell. And I was that guy longer than I'm this guy, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
I was the deal closer. We got to close the deal, studying the 48 laws of power just so I could be more powerful, studying the 40 laws of seduction just so I can seduce you better, studying how to get just so I can get anyone to do anything, studying how to influence people so I could, you know what I'm saying? I was reading for the purpose of power. And then I realized how crazy I was and how stressful that was. I said, how about sincerity? How about authenticity? How about knowing what I'm talking about? How about results? You know what I'm saying? How about real results?
Yeah, that's where it's at. The results.
That's where it changes. That's where things change. That's why I started coaching. Like, people gotta learn how to do this stuff. We're being taught BS. You turn around, 90% of people are gonna tell you that you're a loser if you don't close. Coffee's for closers. Blah 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 blah. And guess what? When Steve Jobs died, no one talks about him right now. Let that sink in.
So listen, man, I'm gonna be respectful of you guys' time, man. We gonna sit an hour and a half, man. So we're gonna jump off here, man. But listen, man, I love this, man. I love this. So if you guys are thinking of any questions you guys want to talk about on the next one, let me know. Send me an email or whatever the case is.
Okay.
Tell everybody, you know, how to get in contact with you, your social media handles and all that good stuff, guys.
Go ahead, Jerell.
Yeah, you can hit me at bpiquickloans@gmail.com. When you check me out on Facebook, just put in my name, Jerell Mattis.
Okay.
You can just follow me on there, and I post every single day things. I keep you real informed about what's going on in the market and what I got to offer. So anytime, just give me a call. You'll find me on Facebook.
Hey, one thing, Jerell, you say your credit score can be as low as what now to work with?
What?
Your credit score can be as low as what?
Oh, 600. It's all, you know, I work with a batch of lenders. So I got a couple that go all the way down to 600, and I got my top tier lenders, but they're going to require a credit score. So anything, 600, we can get you funded at 80%, 85. And then as we go up, we can get 100%. It's anything over a 700 credit score. But of course, you got to be in the right city for that lender. So just give me a call. It's all a puzzle, like I said earlier. Okay. Every deal is not for every lender, and then every lender is not for every deal. So, but we'll put the one that's going to give you the best bang for your buck.
All right. Mr. Fernando's on you, brother.
You can hit me up on Facebook, Fernando Lee. That's my now. Actually, I got this hoodie on, so if you do look it up, you'll see me with this exact hoodie on. Yeah, we buy houses.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maurice, what's your last name, boss? You on Facebook?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Maurice Waller.
WALLER.
Yeah, man. I'm really, man. Maurice Waller.
Waller Investments.
That's one of them. But it's just Maurice Waller. That's my page.
No, I'm saying, is that what it says? Is this you?
Yep, that's me. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm a popular nobody. That's what I call myself, man. Everybody know me, man. I know everybody in it, man. But I'm a ghost, bro. I'm a real humble person, man. Like, I don't post, man, much, man, anything like that. I just, like I said, I think silent assassin, man. I move some stuff. I just be chilling though.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm on pretty much every platform, but the one I'm most active on is Facebook. Pretty confident you're not gonna see another Jaabecca Jones, so that should be really easy to find. I'm on YouTube as well, but I gotta get back active. So just follow me on Facebook, and yes, all my information to contact me is on there.
So real estate and coffee, man. We'll be kicking that back off in the next couple of weeks or so. We'll be hitting a lot of the Starbucks. So you guys want to come out, man, and meet me, talk real estate. So we'll be hitting a lot of different a lot of different Starbucks around the DFW area. So stay tuned for that. I do a lot of posting on social media, man, all of the sites. So you'll see that. Also, if you're looking for a notary, online notary, reach out to me. Need some sign or whatever the case is, we can get it done for you guys for the low. Low. All right. Hey, man, listen, man. It's been another great one, man. Real estate aholics, man. Hey, let's salute you guys, man. Let's go kill it.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, you don't mind. All right. You don't mind me ending in prayer? Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Father God, first of all, we just thank you for bringing us together. We know that wherever you are and wherever two or more are gathered, you're in the midst. And we just thank you for your presence. As that you will continue to cover and bless all these kings. Use them as instruments of your glory. Bless everything they touch. Bless their families, their children, their family, and all those whom they love. Give them traveling grace to all their destinations and back home. And again, Lord, allow them to accomplish everything not only that you called them to, and everything that they vision that you gave them. We know that every vision of success comes from you. We just give you all the glory. We give you all the praise. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Well received. Good job.
Right,
Have a good one, guys.
All right, I'll
All right, y'all. Later.
Take care.
Welcome, Fernando. Welcome, brother.
I appreciate it, dog.
All right. We'll get him up. All right. Peace.
All right.